This episode of Be Braveheart Healthy is made possible thanks to generous contributions from Worcester Fitness, an award-winning family health club on Grove Street in Worcester.
Hello everyone, I hope we're all doing well. My name is Coach Tyler Kelly. I am a coach for the Worcester Bravehearts. The Worcester Bravehearts is a team, part of the Futures Collegiate Baseball League. We play at Holy Cross. We have a ton of phenomenal athletes playing for us throughout the whole summer months, from May all the way until August. It's a great experience, great atmosphere. If we can this summer, love to see you out there. Alright, so a little bit about me. Alright, why am I doing this video? Well, I'm a physical education teacher in the off-season, along with being a pitching coach. I got my degree from Springfield College. It's a great Division III school out in Springfield, Massachusetts, close to the Worcester area. And while I was at Springfield, I was a pitcher. And it was a great experience, my 4 years there. Followed up with 2 years of coaching. And then I got into the real world and I became a PE teacher. I'm doing what I love and it's a great experience. So, what you're going to need today, our overall theme of today is to, number one, get the body moving. Alright, we might be inside a lot during these COVID times, and when we get the go-ahead to go outside and get back to normal, we should know, or at least be comfortable, in how our body is moving. We might feel a little stiff. So I'm going to give you some stretches, number one, and then after our stretches, we're actually going to get up and get moving. So what you're going to need, at least some athletic clothes, all right? Some clothes that stretch, whatever it may be. You will need some athletic shoes, closed-toed shoes would be great. And along with me, I brought two cans, all right? You can use soup cans, you can use water bottles. If you have 5-pound weights, you can use 5-pound weights. If you like to go up, that's perfectly fine as well. Throughout this video, I have a little helper with me. All right, he's a great friend of all of ours. He is, I won't spoil it for you guys, but you might see him throughout, bringing some fun. And I also have a great DJ working in the background, so if you hear some music, no, that's not your speaker going, that's just the background music. All right, here we go. Let's get into some stretches. All right, very important things to think about when we are seated at any point in time, but specifically when we are stretching. Number one, we want our feet solid on the floor, okay? We want to feel the floor with our feet. Number two, we don't want to be sitting back in our chair. We kind of want to be seated up towards the edge a little bit, but not falling off of it, all right? And the last thing, we want to keep that back straight, all right? But not bending it up, not reaching it up, just keeping it straight to a comfortable level. What I like to think about when I start to feel some pain in my lower back or my upper back towards my trapezius is thinking about keeping my abs straight. I like to send my lungs down to my hips, take a deep breath out, or a short, quick breath out, and you should reset your hips. Okay, so now we are in a good position. We're going to get into some of our stretches. Okay, so you're going to take your right hand. Before you take your right hand, you're going to look over, kind of like a 45-degree angle, and you're going to sniff your armpit. Take your right hand, reach it above your head, ever so slightly, so you can sniff that armpit. Take your left hand, you want to grasp the edge of your chair. And then again, we're going to go for 30 seconds, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Slight bend, press your head. You don't want your head leaving this stretch, all right? Have your hand be the guide. Have your body tell you when enough is enough. Remember, keeping that back straight. We should feel the stretch. You might get some tingling sensation from the side of your neck all the way down to your fingers, and that's okay, that's stretching out. But don't go until we feel pain. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Okay, here we go, back to center. You might feel a little bit weird right now. What you're going to do now, look to the left side, head down, sniff that armpit, back up and over, right hand, grasping your chair, there, and then a slight press. Think about send your forehead right to your head. Make sure that back is straight, your abs are stacked.
Lovely, never, never change. Keep that breathless charm.
10 more seconds.
Just the way you look tonight.
This is one of my favorite stretches. The reason being, we're looking down at our technology all day. As a teacher, when I'm during my prep period, I'm sitting at my desk, I start to feel my shoulders start to slouch over. All right, this is a great stretch to, number one, remind yourself, keeping that back straight. But if you are tight, it will really help stretch out those scapular muscles. Okay, scapular muscles. Next one, we're going to go down to our legs. So remember, solid feet on the floor. You're going to take your left foot, bring it up. All right, you want it on your knee. All right, you want to think about having your ankle as close to your knee as you can. You don't want to slip it off your knee, but you want it slightly above to on your knee. Okay, what we're going to do, correct your back, make sure that you are stacked and straight, and you're going to give a slight push up. Slight push up, sending this knee to the ceiling. Now where you should feel this stretch is definitely in your hip and in your glute. Alright, hip and glute. Hip mobility is extremely, extremely important as a baseball player, and also I'm learning throughout life. It's extremely important. Keep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Every time you breathe out, think about sending that knee a little bit higher. We want to keep that back straight. We don't want to lean into that knee. That's a different type of stretch that we're going for. Okay, bring that leg back down slowly. Left leg or right leg up. Correct your spot. Ankle slightly behind the knee. Lift up. Our foot should not be coming off our leg at all. We want to keep that foot solid on our leg. Okay. All right, our last seated stretch that we have, it's a hamstring stretch. Hamstrings may be one of my least favorite muscle groups, but they are one of the most important muscle groups. They're a great foundation to everything that happens in your lower body. All right, so here's what we're going to do when we stretch it out. You're going to have one foot solid on the floor. We'll start with our left foot solid on the floor. All right, we're going to send our right foot straight out, as straight as we could possibly make it. I still have a slight bend in my knee, and that is okay. Really important here, if you can, have your toes flexed up to your chin. All right, have your toes flexed up to your chin or to your forehead. Now what we're going to do, we're going to send our chest to our toes. All right, so you're going to have a slight bend forward, and this might not look in a lot of pain right now, but I am feeling a great stretch right in my hamstring. All right, we don't want to have a rounded back. We want to think about sending our chest right to our toes. Okay? Breathe. You're really going to need to breathe in this one. Talked about hip mobility. Having flexible hamstrings is really important for hip mobility. All right, it's a great indicator that you're very mobile in the hip area. We're going to hold here for a few more seconds. 2 more breaths. Into your nose, out through your mouth. Last one. Okay, let's switch. The reason why we're doing this to start out, we want to get the bodies or the muscles woken up just a little bit. Remember to keep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. We're going to go for about 30 seconds and then switch to the other side. We're about halfway there right now, so feel a slight pull. Keep breathing into that stretch, and you can keep pulling until you feel your max out there. Now remember, like I said, keep that abs, keep those backs stacked, all right? We're going to switch to the other side, so now our right hand is going to go down to our lower back, all right? Left hand, we're reaching above to our other ear in a slight pull. Again, we're going to do this for 30 seconds, breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth. It's very important here, just felt it on myself a little bit. We don't want that arm, we don't want that elbow starting to chicken wing. We want to keep it as straight as we possibly can, and then a slight pull. Feel that stretch. Halfway, 15 more seconds. Now we don't want to feel it too much, all right? We don't want pain, we just want a slight stretch, all right? Shake it out just a little bit. We're going to take our right hand, bring it across our chest, left hand, all right? Going by our elbow area, all right? And then a slight pull in, feeling that shoulder. So we're working literally from the head down here, all right? It should be a nice shoulder stretch. Again, keep that back straight, keep those abs stacked, all right? Feet shoulder width apart, should be good. Keep breathing into it. Again, this is also a slight pull, all right? Slight pull into that chest. Get ready to switch. We have 10 more seconds on this side, and then we're going to go to the left side. Same thing here. 3, 2, 1, switch. Now we do have some exercises for us today, all right, to get us literally moving. Right now, I just want to get our muscles warmed up with some static stretching. We're going to get into some dynamic stretching later on, all right? But right now, we're just getting warmed up. We're going to use the full body today. We're going to go full body exercise. In through our nose and out through our mouth. 10 more seconds. We're going to bring it to the forearms next. We're going to go to the forearms next. Here we go. Right hand, fingers pointing down. You want to have your palm facing the laptop, TV, whatever you're watching this on. Bring your right hand, press those fingers down to your hip ever so slightly. We should feel this stretch right in our forearm. You want to keep your elbow as straight as you possibly can. Okay, we don't want to bend it. Keep that elbow straight. Again, even when we're doing a forearm stretch, we don't want to bend a bent back. We want to keep that back straight. We'll do one more stretch on this side before we go to the left-hand side. We're going to go fingers up, palms still facing whatever you're watching. Again, elbow straight. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. All right, shake it out. Switch it to the left side. Fingertips down. Keep the elbow straight. One straight line, all the way down from your shoulder to your wrist. Get ready. Fingers facing the sky and a slight pull. Nose and out through your mouth. Every time you go out, you kind of push against those fingers a little bit more. Really reach into that stretch. My baby love, I need you, I need you. Why you do me like you do? All right, so we got our space. We're ready to get moving. we're gonna do a workout. We're gonna go 15 to 30 seconds for each workout, each exercise that we do. We're gonna try and stay mainly with the upper body. Next time we revisit, we're gonna go mainly lower body. All right, we have some great stretches there to get us started. We're gonna start out with some arm circles going forward, some nice small arm circles. All right, I really like to think about going from head to toe in any workout exercise that I do. Doesn't matter if you go thumbs up here, doesn't matter if you go palms up, all right? We just wanna go small forward circles, all right? We're gradually gonna work bigger. We're gradually going to get bigger here. We wanna make it as big as a tire now. You might feel those back muscles start to get a little strained. I know there's a lot of snow coming this winter. If we did any shoveling recently, we could feel those muscles being worked on, all right? Now get them as big as you can. The speed that you're at is okay. If you're going slow, that's great. I wouldn't say go as fast as you possibly can. Go at a speed that is comfortable for you. All right, pause, shake that out. We're gonna go back now, back. Now, if your muscles start to feel some fatigue, that's okay. That is okay. You can take a break at any point. If you have water, that's great. If you don't have water with you, I suggest grabbing some real quick and then coming right back. Here we go. Gradually getting bigger on those backwards arm circles. And now we're gonna open it up to as big as we can. This is where we like to feel that range of motion in our shoulders, the stretches that we just did, working on our scap, working on our trap. This is where it's really gonna help out here. Okay, we're gonna go right into overhead press. Overhead press. Right here, what we're working on is our shoulders. We wanna make sure those abs are staying stacked. All right, feet preferably shoulder width apart. And we're just slightly reaching above our head, all right? We're pushing through, and we're always breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth. Okay, shake it out. We're gonna go right into front raises, okay? So right there with those overhead press, what we were just working on, there's multiple different parts to your shoulder. Right? We're just working one part of the shoulder. Now we're trying to get to the other part, the front of our shoulder. And then next we're going to go to the side. All right? Front raises, these are called feet. I know my feet are always moving back and forth, and that is okay. We just want to make sure our back is staying straight and our hips are in line with our shoulders. And we're going to the side now, to the side. You can already start to feel some fatigue. Even though we don't have a lot of weight here, not a whole lot of resistance, really no resistance, we can still start to feel our muscles being worked on. That is great stuff. We don't want to go above our shoulders here. Notice how I'm not going really high. I'm going about shoulder height. All right? The reason why we don't go above our shoulders is that's where you really start to cause some impingement. All right? Within the shoulders, and you might get some strain. Okay, shake it out. We're gonna go cross chest punches. Cross chest punches. So what we're doing here is, you notice I have my palms up, I'm reaching across my chest and then back. Palms up, across my chest, and then back. This is just a great activity to get this heart rate up, to get your body moving, to get those muscles active. Huge shout out to our friend, your friend, my friend, Jake the Lion, doing these great exercises with us. He's always great to have along our side. Now let's get into these cross side punches with a step into it. All right, let's add a step, and we're gonna go cross, 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 cross. So every time you step together, that is when a punch should be happening. Adding some rhythm to this. Not a huge dancer, but definitely feeling some type of rhythm in this. And we're getting our lower body into this as well, which is great. So we're very static for a period of time. Just keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. Next one, we're going to keep those legs moving. We're going to go right into marching. Marching. Really important here that we keep those knees going up, and we're bringing that opposite arm to our opposite leg. All right? Talked earlier with our hip stretches. All right, hip mobility, extremely, extremely important. This is where you're going to see that hip mobility come into play. All right? Go as high up as you can. We don't want to overreach it. We want to go as high as we feel comfortable here. We're going to keep moving, keep on moving.
Take the last train to Clarksville and I'll meet you at the station. You can be here by 4:30 'cause I've made your reservation. Don't be slow.
Alright, it's time to grab your weights, whatever it may be. I got my 2 cans right here. You can have your water bottles, your resistance bands, whatever it may be that you feel comfortable with. I'll say this again. At any point in time that you need to, please just take a break. All right, grab some water, grab a seat, whatever you need to, that works as well. We're going to start off. Some of these exercises might look very similar. We'll start off with our lateral raises. Lateral raises, we want to keep our palms to the ground, keeping our shoulders, our back, and our hips all stacked, keeping our back straight. Here we go, we're going front raises now. Front raises. New exercise coming up here. We are going to go down, really tricky. We're going to go down, slight bend in the hips back. We're going to put our hands by our side, kind of let their flow in there, and then bring them up to our armpits. This is called a row. This is really great exercise for your back. Really great exercise. Now you might be thinking, where's Coach Tyler doing this great workout from? Well, I wish it was my basement, but we're at Worcester Fitness, and we just want to give a huge shout out. Thank you, Worcester Fitness, for allowing us to do this. We can take a break. This is a great opportunity to be in here, great atmosphere, and we're really enjoying it. Thank you. So, next what we're going to do, we're going to put our elbows by our hips, hands down to our side, curls. That's right, curls. We want to keep those elbows right locked as to our side the best that we can. Right from our curls, we're going to go into a shoulder press. So a few more of these. We're going to go right back into a shoulder press. Very familiar exercise we just did. Here we go. Right above the head. Really heavy back and heavy shoulder day. So if you wake up tomorrow and you say, pretty sore back there, it's because we just used those muscles. I suggest revisiting the video, going to some stretches that we did earlier on. Right? Here we go. If you feel comfortable doing so, we can go using our weights, our side punches. Cross chest punches. This is a major, major upper body day. All right? Next video, like I said, we're going to go into lower body. Cross chest punches here. 2 more. Last one. Great job. We can put those down. One last thing I want to end with, all right? One last stretch I want to do for us is just getting feet shoulder width apart. As we breathe in, I want our hands going to the ceiling. As we breathe out, hands going back down to our side. We'll do that 3 more times. You can have a slight bend in your hips as we breathe in. Hands to the ceiling, out, down, back to the middle. All right, this is a great way, number 1, to calm down, to just relax all the muscles in your body. It's also a great way to open up all those muscles that we just worked. Think about keeping that back straight, those abs stacked the whole entire time. Last one. And out and down. Great job. Thank you.
Such a way that the customers say that she certainly can.
Thank you for joining us today. This was a great episode that really works on your upper body. All right, some of these exercises, stretches that we did are great for lifetime activities. Whether it be putting dishes away, all right, reaching for that top shelf, picking the groceries bags up from the car, whether it may be shoveling our driveway. All these things can really help out with that. Back muscles, abs, all right, and our stretches. Extremely important, okay? This video will be aired on Worcester Senior Center. Stay connected, all right, for multiple times this month, and then we're going to be coming in next month with a very lower body specific exercise. Hey, Jake, thank you for joining us today. Make sure that you tell your kids, your grandkids, Jake the Lion showed up. And make sure that you are Braveheart healthy.